NewsOK's Press Row with the Oklahomans Barry Tramel and Jenni Carlson is powered by Dunkin' Donuts. America runs on Dunkin'.
I'm Barry Tramel, and I say Kendrick Perkins has brought a new attitude to Oklahoma City, and he hasn't even played yet.
They were pretty awesome on Wednesday night at the Ford Center. We'll see if it continues as this season goes on. From the Opopka Studios in Oklahoma City, you're watching the Press Row. I'm Jenni Carlson. Press Row sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts. Barry, Kendrick Perkins on the bench, suit, bling in his ears. I mean, he's just set to watch the game, but this new look Thunder actually had a new look on Wednesday night against the Pacers.
Well, and you know what? We saw a lot of it on Sunday, too, against the Lakers. All of a sudden, this team remembers they're supposed to play defense. We've seen Thabo Sefolosha have two fantastic defensive games in a row. We saw Nazr Mohammed Wednesday night, and Nazr makes a big difference. We saw his interior defense allow Ibaka to run around and block, 6 shots against the Pacers. The Thunder seems to have found its old commitment to defense, and that's going to make the Thunder very dangerous down this stretch. When Kendrick Perkins gets in the lineup, this is going to be a big-time defensive team. Plus, they got Westbrook and Durant still to fill up the basket. I like the look of the Thunder.
Yeah, I talked to Nazr Mohammed after the game on Wednesday night in the Thunder locker room, and he said, I said, did we catch a glimpse tonight of what you guys might be? And he said, just a glimpse. He even said, Kendrick Perkins in the lineup is a whole different level than he is. He recognizes that what Perk will bring to the floor is a heightened athleticism, a heightened talent. So Nazr Mohammed, while he played really pretty well. I mean, what he brought was athleticism and some skill that you didn't see out of Nana Krishik. And it's just different games. They have different skill sets. But what Mohammed brings is an ability to do some things defensively that I don't really think Nana Krishik could do. It's not a toughness thing. It's not a mentality thing. It's just what he's physically able to do. And he's the backup guy. He's the guy that's going to come in ultimately with that second string, Barry. So to think that Kendrick Perkins is the guy who's going to be in there with the first group, and then you put Mohammed in that second group, that's pretty amazing.
Well, it is, and there is actually a major problem with this team, the new look of this team. I experienced it watching on television. Somebody at the game told me the same thing, which is Nazr Mohammed and Serge Ibaka look a lot alike. You can't tell who's doing what. Now, obviously, Ibaka's the better athlete, can do remarkable things, but Mohammed's one of those long, lengthy big men who can get in the way and block shots and do a lot of things. All of a sudden, the Thunder has a lot more defensive options, which is what this team needed. So I like the looks of this team. I like the way it's at. I don't think the Thunder's going to get to the number 3 spot in the West, but I think they'll stay in 4, and when they get to those playoffs, they're going to be a tough out for whoever comes their way.
Well, and this defense, the guys talked about it after the game on Wednesday night. The defense led to the offense. But it wasn't just necessarily, in my mind, fast break opportunities, although those were plentiful for the Thunder last night, too. You could just see that the Pacers were totally frustrated offensively, and that carried over to the defense. You could almost sort of see their wheels turning and that they really weren't focused on what was going on in those half-court sets. You saw a lot of guys driving to the basket, getting layups, getting easy shots out of the half-court offense. It really impacted what the Thunder could do offensively. Now, people will say, and I was one of them, the Pacers are not the Mavs. They're not the Spurs. They're not the Lakers. They're not some of these Western Conference teams that the Thunder is going to have to get over if they want to really advance far in the playoffs. But the Pacers are still a playoff team. If the season ended today, Barry, they would be in the 8th spot in the Eastern Conference. So this is still a decent team. The Thunder made them look terrible on Wednesday night. Hey, stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoma.
NewsOK's Press Row with the Oklahomans Barry Tramel and Jenni Carlson is powered by Dunkin' Donuts. America runs on Dunkin'.